How's every little thing? I had a great aunt that used to say that all the time. I don't know why. I think it's funny. How's every little thing? I hope everybody's well. I'm doing very well. It's time for another Empties video. Not candle empties, but, well, everything else empties, basically. Personal care, household, and bathroom. No, a kitchen. Kitchen? I don't think I have anything kitchen empties. Didn't go through anything in my kitchen this time. I think it was a couple months since I did the last one, so it's been maybe 2 months worth, I think. So it's a household empties, personal care empties, and chit chat. We need to chit chat a little bit. I'm enjoying my delicious liver cleanse tea. It's so good. I put some syrup in it. Cinnamon vanilla. It makes it much better. I'm drinking this Impera brand liver cleanse. Herbal infusion, not technically a tea, of course. Peppermint, dandelion root, chicory root, and orange. I got this on clearance, yeah. Clearance at Ross for $1.99. As I went through all of my teas a while back. It's definitely, I've been taking it for like 5 days, something like that now. It definitely works. I mean, it's cleansing out something. I don't know, maybe not my liver, but things are cleansing out. Well, I'm here to tell you. And I've been doing a little kind of a detox week, which I do every so often. So I'm doing my liver cleanse tea. I've done some face masks, some the Chinese detox foot patches, which, I mean, who knows if they do anything, but I love gimmicky something, like whatever. If you believe it works, sort of. I like those. And then I haven't done yet, but I need to do some Epsom salt foot soaking baths. I don't have a bathtub in my apartment, so I can't do like baths, but I have a nice container I can do nice foot baths in, which feel really good, especially after a long day at work. Speaking of my liver, I had a little bit of news here. I had my doctor last week had scheduled me to have a what do you call it, liver scan, blah blah. I'm not thinking of the word right now. Not an x-ray, but when they scan it, because my liver enzymes are always really high, and they always think that I'm like drinking, which is kind of a joke, because like I'm not even always drinking when you're watching Cheap Lounge. I mean, sometimes I'm having coffee or soda during that, you know what I mean? Like, I hardly drink anything. It takes me like 3 years to go through a bottle of liquor in the house. But my mother was the same way. Her liver enzymes were high. They always thought she was drinking. My cousin, also the same. They think, oh, are you drinking? They're just not telling us they're drinking. And so, but he just wanted to make sure, because it's always been high. So he's like, let's just do it to do it. So we'll see if there isn't something else going on, maybe. So I saw the results before he called me back, but he called me back the next day anyway and was like, so yeah, did you see the results? And I said, yeah. And I kind of knew what they meant because I looked stuff up anyway. And he says, so turns out my liver's fine, but I have a 4-millimeter kidney stone. Who knew? Like, I had no idea. That is like in a good place. It's not in a place where it's obstructing anything or doing anything right now, which is good. And, there may have been things for me that were symptoms when it maybe was first developing. Who knows how long I've had it, right? We have no idea. So there have been a couple of times, not where I had pains in my side, but I had really splitting pains right in my lower back that was just so painful. But they went away after a couple days. So I have no idea if maybe that was when it was initially forming or something. I have no idea. But anyway, other than that, which was several years ago, I had no kind of symptoms of anything with the kidney stone, or no aches, pains, problems, anything. So, but it's large enough that they definitely are like sending me to a specialist, and I don't know what they do. I haven't really looked it up, I don't even know what they do. But I told my doctor that it's going to have to be in July because I'm going to be gone probably for the entire month of June. And I'm not going to change those plans or whatever. So I've had this for how long? So who knows? Like, I'm going to be gone in June and we can do this in July. Which brings me to more chit chat. I know I've mentioned a few times I was going away for the month of June, but I haven't really talked about what I was doing that much. So I will tell you, so you'll know. I don't have visual aids. I should have had some visual aids. Anyway, so you all know I'm involved with pageants, female pageants. Miss Hawaii USA I work with actually, but I follow them all and I've worked with Miss Hawaii USA for a long time. And the previous directors, in addition to Miss Hawaii USA, also used to have a men's competition that was kind of more fun and lighthearted, but it was called Hawaii's Most Beautiful Man for guys, right? And they had like date wear and swimwear, and they were interviewed, but it was a very fun thing. So, and that was always fun. And I had a friend named Franz who has been involved here in Hawaii, a Filipino guy who's been involved, kind of like a talent person, agency or whatever. He books some talent people. He works with some models and whatnot. We worked together last year with the contestant in the pageant. And I've known him for years, and he always used to send, whenever we had Hawaii's Most Beautiful Man, he would send like 3 or 4 like really great guys, really good looking guys, and dressed really well, because he really is a stylist, is what he's really good at, I think. And they would look great. So I have another friend in the mainland who I've known for several years, who had gotten a national franchise to a men's competition. Now, you don't hear about men's pageants that much, but they are out there. They do exist. I don't mean like bodybuilding, but I mean like for guys that are sort of like models, or just a men's competition for like a good looking guy that sometimes has platform issues or, whatever. They do like swimwear and evening wear and talking on stage, and just kind of like a female pageant, but guys, not guys dressed as girls either. I don't mean drag, which is a whole other thing, but a men's pageant. Then he ended up getting the franchise to 3 different national men's titles. So they're all going to be like USA title holders, and all 3 of the winners will go to international competitions representing the United States. And I contacted Franz because I know, like, he, always wants to send men to a big competition. He wants to do like a international competition and prep somebody for that. And I was like, Franz, you got to contact this guy. And, they're looking for state directors, they're looking for contestants, blah, blah, blah. I think this would be a great chance to, get in and do it. First year he's doing this show. So he did. He followed up and did it, and he ended up being able to do it. So not for Hawaii though, because the Hawaii franchise was already taken by somebody and they already had contestants. There's 3 titles. So the Hawaii person actually had 3 different guys, himself included, for the 3 competitions. But Franz, I had met this guy before. Franz had a guy that he'd worked with who had been living here for a while, who travels around, does sales and travels around the country quite a bit from Utah. And he's actually back. He's been in Florida, but he's back in Utah now. 20-something-year-old guy, and like 6'4". He did some modeling and stuff with him, like amazing looking, amazing physique, and squeaky clean, like all American kind of next door kind of guy. Like, anyway, he was like, I'm gonna send Sam as Mr. Utah, and can you help me? Do you want to help me? Do you want to like assist with all of this? And I was like, well, sure, yeah. I mean, I'll help out, and that would be fun, and I'll go. I mean, it'll be fun. It's going to be in Tampa in June. Things are, have been opening back up here. I'm fully vaccinated now. I'm like, I haven't been off the island in over a year. It's like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll go. Let's go to Tampa and go to it's the Man of the World USA, Mr. Universal USA, and Model of the Universe USA. So they'll all go to those international competitions, the 3 that are selected. So I've been helping prepare him, and then with interview and stuff, because a lot of guys, I mean, that can do runway, if they've done any modeling or whatever, they're used to that, but they aren't accustomed to doing really interviews, like in a pageant interview, and being asked their opinion about things and how to respond and look into the camera lens rather than looking into the image of themselves. Anyway, so, and then the Hawaii director reached out independently and said, hey, would you be willing to help us? Because it's kind of a new thing for everybody, since you're in Hawaii. And I was like, sure. So I've been helping 2 of the Hawaii guys that were interested. So yeah, so I kind of know 3 of the guys that are running, so I'm going to go, and we're going to that. And that's going to be like the 3rd, we're going in early, of course, because we want to work with Sam some while we're there before the show. And it's like the 3rd through the 6th. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to my cousin's in New Mexico for several weeks. I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know, because the end of the month is kind of open-ended right now. I did have some plans that kind of fell through for the end of the month, so that's not happening. So I don't know, there's some different possibilities of some things I might do, or I might just stay in New Mexico and just come home from New Mexico too, just depending. But yeah, so I'll probably be gone most or all of June. I haven't seen my cousin in a long time either, and we're close. We're kind of like brother and sister, and I'm a very good house guest. I mean, in that I'm sort of like not very demanding, and I kind of can just hang out a lot. So when I go and see them, sometimes it is often for like 3 weeks or a month or something. When I see them, it's for a long time. All right, so that's my chat. I think that's it for chit chat. Yeah. And now, second half of the video will be for empties, and I think I have a fair amount. Let's just go through household first, because I just have like one thing in household empties, which is this incense. As you may or may not know, I've been burning incense a lot at night lately, particularly incense that were, this is sort of metaphysical and magical and all of that, but like things, scents or herbs and things that are supposed to like keep away bad juju, clean out an environment, keep bad things away, whatever. Sage is one of those. So this is one of the incense packets that I got on eBay. I got like 4 or 5 of them in this, different ones or something. Is this from eBay? No, this isn't from eBay. I got this somewhere here. Anyway, Sage and Citrus by Flora Classique, made in India. And sage is one of those scents. This was nice. Incense is kind of, I'm not as big a fan of incense as I am of candles, but incense is nice because it's very immediate and very strong. But I mean, all I can say is it did the job. I haven't had any heebie-jeebie creepy things happen to me at night, so yay, incense. Kitchen. Okay, well, I just have a couple of things. Now, I have become such a fan of these. I have a cabinet full of probably about a dozen of them. I even did a video showing them all. One of the ones that I went through 2 since we've done the last empties. Jordan Skinny Syrups. This one was white chocolate mocha. This is so good in coffee. I mean, it's just so good. I know this is a holiday one, but white chocolate mocha anytime. What's the difference? It's so delicious. No sugar. I love it in coffee. I mixed some cocktails sometimes using some of this, although I don't think I did the white chocolate one because that's kind of weird. But you can, you know, depending on the flavor. Anyway, went through that one. And then I went through another one that was a different brand I picked up in Ross. This is, what brand was this? Distributed by Life Plus Style Gourmet. Like, I can't even see the brand on it. I don't know. It's eggnog flavor, and I'll tell you what, this one wasn't very good. And I think it's because of the brand, not because of the flavor. I thought eggnog would be good, but this one I did not enjoy nearly as much as the other ones I've had. I mean, it just seemed to have no sense of a creaminess. Even like, they're not creamy, but even like the white chocolate mocha gives you a creamy sense to the coffee when you add it. And this just didn't, and it didn't particularly taste like eggnog either. So yeah, in future, I think I might have another one that's not the Skinny Syrups brand, but in the future, I'm just buying Skinny Syrups ones. And if it's some other brand, I'm just gonna skip it because that one wasn't very good. Okay, personal care, a lot of personal care. I did go through a couple of hand sanitizers. Seems like I would be going through more hand sanitizer than I am, but I guess so many stores and shops have it now, like right at the door, and I tend to kind of use the free stuff if it's there, that I don't use mine quite as much. And I have like a ton of it because was stockpiling it back in the day. Somebody Loves You, Bath and Body Works. And the Bath and Body Works ones smell so good. I mean, it doesn't even matter what kind. I like any of them. I would tell if somebody was going to get me some, I'd say just go in and grab, you know, one of everything because I just love them all. But this is just a nice, I don't even know what it's supposed to be, but it's just oh yeah, goody gumdrop. Yeah. It's just sugary sweet. Birthday Wishes, another one I went through. It's like cake. Oh, so good. Cake batter, yeah. A little bit left. Okay. Now I went through 5 chapsticks. I call them chapsticks regardless of the brand. Lip balm, I guess they are. I'm totally a chapstick addict. I think we've talked about this before. Although I feel like I probably should be going through more than 5 in 2 months. I feel like I should probably be going through 10 as much as I use it. I did use an actual chapstick and Aloha Coconut, which is very, very nice. That was so nice. Burt's Bees. No, is that? No, this is Camex. I have so many brands. Carmex. Fresh Cherry, because I just pick them up like wherever I see them on sale or any decent price and any kind of scent that I'm interested in, I'm there. Yeah, Fresh Cherry. I don't know, I'm not that much of a fan of cherry. That one was kind of okay, but I'm not crazy about cherry flavors that much. And then I had these 3 that actually came in a holiday kit from Walmart. I think I got right after the holidays. And I went through all of them, 3 of those. I think there's another one. There's a cake batter one or something, or cookie, Christmas cookie or something that I think I'm still using. But I went through 3, which were spearmint. I don't even know what brand. I mean, this is kind of like a house brand or something. Gingerbread, which was very nice. I like the gingerbread. And the caramel apple. I also liked caramel apple a lot. Yeah. I like my lip balms. I'm an addict. If I don't have them, I would go on the show Survivor in a heartbeat, except that I would die from no chapstick. And like within a day, my lips would turn gigantic and crackly and explode or something. They would. You know, something that I kind of enjoy that there isn't enough of is like gimmicky toothpaste. So, because I'm always like kind of a sucker whenever there's some weird new kind of toothpaste. I'm like, ooh, it has, I don't know. I feel like they don't do it enough. This was Colgate, and I wish they would do more, but this one was, they did a hemp one I had before this, which I didn't really like. I don't like hemp, really. Like the taste or smell of it is not my thing. But this one, revitalizing white with activated charcoal. I mean, I don't know what charcoal does for your teeth. And it's actually gray. I don't know if you want to see that, but it's actually gray toothpaste. But I kind of liked it. It didn't taste weird at all, but I just loved the idea of like activated charcoal toothpaste. I wish they would do all kinds of weird toothpaste. Here's something, this is 1,000 years old, and I have more of these backup. I have a lot of these because I went through a crazy spell when I first started doing Bath and Body Works that they were super cheap scrubs, and I just bought like 6 million of these holiday ones from like whenever, like years ago. And I still have a bunch of them, but I finished this one, Vanilla Bean Noel, Shea and Sparkle Scrub. And what's funny about these is I use them in the shower, so it's fine. It's just a scrub. I love the way they smell. I love the way they leave my skin. I'm all about it. But this has sparkle in it, and I use it in the shower, so it doesn't matter. But I do remember one day I wasn't really thinking, and I was getting ready to go to work, and my skin was kind of flaking or whatever, and I didn't have that much time. And I just like washed my face really quick and did like the scrub on it and scrub and rinsed it off and went to work. And then I didn't realize it until I was there, and my coworkers just said like, oh, are you going to the disco or whatever? Because I had like my face was kind of sparkling. Okay, this stuff here, this is an exfoliating shower gel. And let me tell you, this was at Target, or not Target. I think they do have it. I think they have it at the discount stores. I've been seeing them, but I got this at Ross. Exfoliating, Nature's Bliss exfoliating shower gel, tea tree oil, rosemary mint. And I'm here to tell you, this stuff right here gave me serious life. Like, I love this. It has little there's a little bit left there, little exfoliating beads or whatever. This smells so fantastic. I mean, so fresh. The rosemary, the mint, and that tea tree, like, you get it. It's so good. I actually, I love to try new things all the time, but I would get more of this. I would get another one, but now they don't have it. They have it in hemp seed oil or something, and I'm like, ooh, no, I don't want that. So, but this was fabulous. Giant container too. I've been doing some in my cleansing ritual. I've been doing some face masks. I had this box of like 5 different kinds that I got at Ross, but it's Fango Essenziali Fango, and it's like 5 different kinds of face masks, and I used a couple, which was Purify, which is lavender and arnica. I don't know what arnica is, but lavender. This one smelled divine, and it was so good, and I loved it. And you can see how beautiful it leaves my skin. And this red one was Energize with mango and pomegranate. This one, you kind of wanted to drink it, you know what I mean? Rather than put it on your face, just squeeze it out, and it was good too. And it's the kind, I like the kind that you don't wash off, that they tell you like to massage the rest of it in your skin when you take the mask off. I like that. And the only thing about these, though, they're really weird masks themselves. It's like the paper or whatever that the mask is on is almost like non-absorbent. It sort of seems like it's just like a piece of paper with this goop all over it. And very cooling. I mean, the sensation is great. So you put it on and it's goop. And the mask, it just kind of floats on the mask or something. It's a little bit strange. That paper is or whatever it is quite different than any other like mask material I've had. It's not super comforting, but I really have liked the scents, you know, of the mask, the lavender one and this mango and pomegranate. I've really liked them, so I'm looking forward to the other ones as well. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I went through a Ultramax antiperspirant deodorant, fresh, to each his own, but I must have an antiperspirant. I just can't, it can't just be deodorant. I know some people just like deodorant and that's it, but I don't. I want antiperspirant and deodorant. Yeah. I went through a Garnier Whole Blends hydrating shampoo, coconut water, and vanilla milk. I love that. I think it's kind of pretty in the container. I kind of like, I've tried some of these whole blend things. I do like Garnier stuff. I think I started, you know, dabbling with Garnier when they used to sponsor Project Runway, you know, and Tim Gunn was like, let's go to the Garnier Fruit Coast Hair Salon. And I just kind of got into their stuff. So I've been enjoying, I had several whole blends things. This was nice. It had a beautiful scent. I mean, it worked well. I don't have much hair, so I don't really need to be conditioning that much, but it just smells really wonderful. Makes your hair very soft. And you definitely get the coconut, that coconut milk scent. I like it. Yeah, but I have to say there's something odd about the name of this line to me, Whole Blends. I mean, think about that for a minute. I mean, if something is a blend, it's not whole. It's partially one thing and partially another, right? It's not, how can something be a whole blend? I'm not understanding that. Went through a large container of Crest Pro Health Advantage Multi-Protection, 99% germ kill, smooth, mint, alcohol-free, you know. It does what it's supposed to do and it works just fine. Again, I got this like in a 2 or 3 pack at Sam's Club, which I kind of don't like to do. I did it this once, I probably won't do it again because I like to switch it up. So I like to take, again, mouthwash, if they make any kind of weird, unusual kinds, I like to get it. I just get one bottle and then use something else the next bottle and something else the next bottle. I don't know. Variety is the spice of life. So sometimes it's economical to get these multi-packages, but then sometimes you just don't, you get tired of it. Like I like to, you know, whatever. Soap, yeah, I went through some hand soap here. Bath & Body Works, blackberries and basil. This is the bomb, beautiful packaging. Just a nice berry scent. I mean, the herb, it's very slight on the herbaceousness, but definitely the berry, beautiful packaging. Tahiti, which is Island Margarita. Of course, I think most of us Bath & Body Works people are pretty familiar with Island Margarita, and it's that. That almost smells like alcohol, doesn't it? And then I think a wonderful scent for hand soap, eucalyptus mint. I have a friend that this is her like the only favorite Bath & Body Works thing, and she'll buy like everything in eucalyptus mint, and like that's candles, like 1 million eucalyptus mint candles. And, you know, I have to admit, it's a beautiful scent. It's so fresh. I mean, you wash your hands with this and you feel like you've washed them in a stream that's bubbling by eucalyptus plants with little mint leaves floating in it, you know. What else? Oh, well, yeah, Nair. Because, you know, I'm not into a lot of body hair, by the way, so I do Nair. I don't know, how common is it? I don't really know how common amongst guys it is, but I think it's probably more common than you think. Yeah, I just don't, yeah, I'm not gonna shave everything, and I don't like, Nair is good, I like it. You put it on for a couple minutes and everything comes off with washcloth. I don't like a lot of body hair. I'm just not, yeah, not into it. This is probably my favorite kind. I mean, they have a cocoa butter one that's nice too. And then finally, there's probably one more application of this in here, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the empties. I have been using it. Plantanicles charcoal and black mud pore refining face mask. I had this from Ross for the longest time, and I never used it because you're supposed to, like, you know, leave it on for 15 minutes and wash it off and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I finally decided this month, like, I'm just going to take this in the shower with me and use it sometimes instead of scrub, and just leave it on for 5 minutes while I wash the rest of myself off or whatever. And I have really liked it. It definitely, you know, I don't know about pore refining and all of that, but it's definitely like cleansed my face nicely, and you know, been good for my complexion and all of that. Charcoal and black mud. It's kind of fun to put something black on your face too, because it's all like very dark and gray, and you think, I shouldn't put this on my face, but it's great. Mud, you know, like a mud bath, right? That's it. Those are my empties and my chit chat, and I'll do more, 1 or 2 more videos before I go. I got another cheap lounge coming up, and candle empties I have to do before I go. So at least those 2. Subscribe if you want to hear or see more. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of any of these products, if you've had them, or if you've had kidney stones. I hope it's okay. I mean, it's a very painful thing, I know, if you start to, if it, you know, you're trying to pass it or whatever. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.